we've become creatures that value ourselves when we're accomplishing things, when we're being effective, when we're being productive. And so when we're not, when we go to rest, we feel uncomfortable. We feel like we're not seen or heard or important. We feel like we've lost value, that we're going to lose our place in society. We fill up even our vacations and our breaks and our days off with activity, right? We want something to do, because when we ever sit to just reflect or to enjoy and to relax and go slow, and we become unhurried, we also become uncomfortable, because our brain pathways, our habits have created this, we're just used to working. And so we have trouble when it comes to resting. When I take my daughter to school in the morning, she's taken some classes at the local college, and I'm coming back home. I see this sign on this business. It has one of those signs that you can switch out the words. Right now, that sign says, "You didn't get out of bed this morning to be average." And when I look at that, I'm an overthinker. So I start to think really deeply about that sentence. What it creates in me is this desire to like go do something big today. Like I can't just be average. But our idea of average is someone who's, maybe lazy or just doesn't work as hard as us, is not like pushing it to the limit. We just have this idea of average. So this is just one message, but it's kind of a reflection of our society and where we're at, and how we feel about our work. Indulge me a minute as I bring faith back into the conversation. The Bible says that God created the world in 6 days, and on the seventh day he rested. God obviously wasn't tired. First of all, he spoke the world into existence, so it's not like he was doing any work besides with his words. But he also is God, so he's limitless and powerful, and he doesn't ever get tired. But still, he rested. And when he rested, the day that he rested on the seventh day, no one came in and took over his kingdom. He was still God. He was still the most powerful. He could still speak things into existence. On the day that he rested, he could have done anything that he wanted to. But it says specifically that God rested. And I think this is just a huge example to us that our value does not come from what we're actively doing. Our value is intrinsic. Our value is there no matter what we do or don't do. And it's the same when we rest. We're just as valuable to the world around us. Our presence here is just as valuable when we're resting as it is when we're working. Your rest is just as important as your work. It's important enough to be planned. We need to plan our rest and make sure that we get it into our days and onto our calendars, into our weeks. It's important enough to interrupt your work. You don't have to be fully finished with something to take a break, to rest from it. As a matter of fact, studies have shown that rest actually improves your work. It makes you more productive.